ongoing robbery at Southern Bank. Suit up.
Some big boy stuff.
Whoopee.
We go collect woto.
Whoosh.
Okay, so finally, I got to watch Brotherhood, the movie, and ladies and gentlemen, it was such a beautiful experience. I almost cried out of excitement. You know where you're watching a Nigerian movie that's been so overhyped, and then you're holding your breath, you're going to the cinemas, and then you're praying to God that the movie meets up to your expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, Brotherhood, the movie did. You know, I was so excited. I was so fulfilled watching the movie. The experience was so beautiful. I almost cried, you know, when the movie ended. And that ending, oh my God, it was so perfect. There was no other way. There was no better way to end such an amazing, such a mind-blowing creation, guys. And I cannot wait to share with all of you my juicy moment, yes, from seeing Brotherhood the movie last night. All right, so please, I urge you all to watch to the end of this video. There's so much to unpack. Hey, and I'm going to be giving special focus to our Bbnaija alumni that, you know, graced this particular movie, because there was quite a lot of them, and I was so impressed seeing the way they handled their characters, the interpretation of their characters, guys. I was so impressed. As I said before, do not skip any part, so please watch the end of this video. And if you're new on here, thank you so much for choosing to click on this video. You are especially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the T. In case you're wondering what we do on here, this is that space where you can get the most detailed, factual, and accurate analysis of reality TV shows, movies, and trending social topics. Yeah, without much further ado, let's get into the video. As usual, quick disclaimer out there: Bbnaija is not a professional filmmaker. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead to analyze and review this movie from the angle of a viewer, from the angle of one who enjoys watching movies, and also because some of the cast members of the movie are ex-Bbnaija housemates. So guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and view the movie from those two angles. All right, now beginning with the plot. The storyline of the movie is about two twin brothers who had been rendered orphans from a very tender age, yes, by armed robbers, and these had sort of should I say, decided the fate of their lives. Yes, so one turned out to be a law enforcement agent, whilst the other chose to be on the wrong side of the law. That is what the movie revolved around, how these two brothers navigated their way in their respective career paths. Yes, I know it sounds very, very ironical, but that's what it is. Yes, so whilst one is trying to bring the breakers of the law to justice, the other one is busy breaking the law. Now, one very interesting fact about the plot of this movie is the fact that the two brothers are fully aware of each other's stance in the society. Yes, and the one that's the law enforcement agent is fully aware that his twin brother is a deadly criminal. Yes, so whilst he has tried all he could to bring his brother to the good side, the other one, that's Kala, is busy, you know, chasing his dreams of hitting his next big criminal target. Yes, hence the cat and dog chase that they had in the movie, until they had a face-off on 3rd Mainland Bridge, you know, that resulted in a shootout between the police, the SWAT team, and the Ojuju boys, you know, which Kala had automatically become a member of. Yes, and also the brain behind the what do they call it, the operations that the team had been carrying from time to time. So guys, overall, it was a very, very interesting story. As I said, very, very simple, very, very straightforward, straight to the point, no vagueness whatsoever. It's very, very, you know, easy to understand, very easy to understand. There's something about the ideas, the stories, side stories, side plots that were kind of incorporated in the movie, guys. I mean, take for instance the format of the Ojuju boys, of sending a note of warning, a letter ahead of time to the community, to the street that they want to raid, probably that very night, or maybe the next day, or maybe that very week, right? This is something that's actually happened here in Lagos, Nigeria. I think they called themselves 1 Million Boys. Yes, I can't remember what they call those people, right? But they would send a letter ahead to a particular community that they are planning to raid, to warn the residents of that community that, hey, we're coming. So if you have money, if you have any precious items, just keep it for us, so that when we come, we do not take any lives at all. So the format of the Ojuju boys in this movie is something that's actually a reality here in Lagos, Nigeria. So it was really interesting to see how the makers, the creators of the movie, were able to incorporate that in the plot of the movie. And also the way the Ojuju boys upgraded from regular, ordinary, petty thieves to, I don't know what to call them now, but to highly skilled and highly, let's use the word still, upgraded, criminals in the society, guys. A lot of people would say that, oh, the makers of the movie are trying to create another kind of Nigerian money heist. But ladies and gentlemen, it will interest you to know that the way the Ojuju boys were operating in their upgraded level, guys, it is actually another reality in Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, there was a time that there was a set of criminals, highly skilled and highly trained criminals, who were carrying out robbery operations here and there in the island of Lagos, guys. It was bloody, it was crazy, and they used to operate in the broad daylight. I think they had a female amongst them, or maybe 2 females amongst them. It was insane. It was intense. I remember back in the days, my dad would return home from work, and then he would give us stories about, oh my God, we're in the office and we're hearing gunshots, and then when we climbed upstairs to the rooftop to go and see what's happening, we saw criminal operations here and there along the expressway, guys. These were actually realities, yes, realities of Lagos, Nigeria. However, we could also look at it, from this other angle of the creators of this movie making a very brave attempt at creating a Nigerian version of money heist, guys. It was really beautiful to watch. It was really beautiful to watch. And I want to commend their efforts, guys, because they really did great. I mean, all of those tools, all of those equipment that the Juju boys were utilizing in their operations, guys, in my frank opinion, I think this is the first time I'm actually seeing such in a Nigerian movie. And they really executed it to perfection. Talking about the effects, I remember back in the day, growing up as a child, we used to call every single effect that we saw in movies film tricks. Yes, so talking about the film tricks of this particular movie, yes, guys, it was so well put together. The makeup, the costumes, I totally loved it. It was so original. It was so original. And I love the fact that they did not try to copy, the money heist. Is it heist or heist? Yeah, the money heist movie. I love that they did not try to copy it. Instead, they used our own kind of African masquerade mask, guys. That was so raw. It was so authentic. It was so original. I totally loved it. Yes. So for me, the effects, they were actually well put together, especially the first high level operation that the Ojuju boys carried, with that bullion van, when they shot at that police car, and the car did a somersault, did a spin, guys. Oh my God, that was spot on. When we talk about our ex-Bbnaija housemates role in Brotherhood the movie, let's talk about the ending part. You see that ending part, guys? Never in my wildest dream did I think that a time will come that I will see in a Nigerian movie, where they will think outside the box to the extent of trying to create a scene of a criminal operation where money will be transferred from on top of the bridge to a boat on water. Guys, that was genius. That was genius. I mean, we've seen such a thing happen a lot of times on Hollywood movies, in other kind of movies from other countries. But talking about a Nigerian movie that was brave enough to pull such a stunt, guys, it was worth it. It was worth the risk. You see that particular scene It could have gone south, but it did not. Then another scene I'll never forget in a hurry was the scene where Kala picked up Goldie whilst we were running away from the police, right, and placed her on the bike. So she was facing him, but she was kind of back in the front road, right? So whilst he was riding the bike, she was shooting at the police, guys. That was, oh my God, that was spot on. That was spot on. That was unexpected. I did not see that coming. That format killed that particular scene for me. It was beautiful to watch. I loved it 100%. And then the overall ending part that I totally loved was the way everybody thought that Kala was dead, and then Kala reappeared. Kala reappeared in the old man's cabin, you know, where the Juju boys were supposed to converge for their transporter to transport them all out of Nigeria to Togo, right? So Isra, the greedy one, Kala's childhood friend, was already there, you know, after killing their boss Shadow, after killing one of their colleagues, right? He was already there waiting for the time to click so that he would, you know, leave the country with all the loot that they had gotten, that he had actually, you know, robbed off his colleagues, right? But then Kala appeared out of nowhere. The way he cocked that gun with one hand, guys. You see, at that point in time, I wasn't even looking at Kala the character. I was looking at Toby Bakre. I said, Toby, if you were not married. No, but guys, that scene was everything. Whilst I was watching the movie at the cinema, when it got to that particular scene, I found myself giving a round of applause to the movie, the creators, the producers, guys. That was spot on. Now moving on to our ex-Bbnaija housemates, I'm going to start with Toby Bakre. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. See, Toby Bakre is fast becoming a force to reckon with in the Nigerian movie industry. As far as I'm concerned, Toby Bakre is one of those actors, yes, that understands his character. I mean, for the few movies that I have seen him, yes, I feel like Toby really understands his character, and he always has this beautiful way of owning his character. The way he interprets the roles of his character in movies, guys, it's always spot on. I watched Blood Covenant, and guys, I loved the way he played his role in that movie. And then Brotherhood, oh my God, there was no other person that could have really interpreted that character of Kala the way Toby Bakre did. So I give him all the accolades that he deserves. I mean, guys, Toby Bakre, as I said before, is a force to reckon with, and I cannot wait to see him bagging those awards for best actor in drama, best actor in action, best actor in blah 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 here and there, you know. So in my opinion, Toby Bakre really killed the role of Kala. Now, before I even continue with the rest of the housemates, let's talk about Falls. For the first time ever, I saw Falls playing the role of a serious character in a movie, and guys, I was so impressed and I was super excited because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if it's just me, but I think I was kind of fed up of seeing Falls playing the yeye person in movies, you know, playing the funny guy, the guy that does not know how to talk, the guy that has some sort of speech impediment, guys. It gets really boring. As I've seen Falls in Chief Daddy, I've seen him in different movies, right? And sometimes it gets really exhausting because sometimes it seems like he overdoes that particular character of his, you know. But seeing him play this very serious and focused, you know, officer, SWAT officer in Brotherhood, guys, it was a breath of fresh air. It was different, it was new, and I loved it. And I really look forward to seeing him playing more serious roles in more movies to come. Yes, AWOLOWO. Yes, AWOLOWO was one person that was just really annoying. Yes, during his season of Big Brother Nigeria, as a Pepper Them Gang season, even after the show, AWOLOWO was very annoying. But then I watched Brotherhood the movie, and in a way, he kind of warmed his way into my heart. Yes, I mean, I just kind of loved the guy's personality all of a sudden. I loved the way he interpreted his role and the way he kind of betrayed his gang. Yeah, I mean, they all saw him as this very loyal person, but then by the time he saw his people flexing money on the internet, you decided to throw them under the bus, you know. So I love the way he did it. I love the way he really interpreted his role in the movie. Now, moving on to Dorathy Boma. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to try to be as frank as possible. Dorathy tried But in my frank opinion, I feel like Dorathy still needs a lot of training in acting, because at the scene where a supposed father died right at the hospital, you know, she was pregnant and she was supposed to be crying. She was supposed to be devastated because she doesn't have a mother, so it's just herself and her dad. In the movie, I was expecting Dorathy to have this facial expression of one who is totally devastated by the death of her dad, but her facial expression looks like she was actually laughing. So I didn't understand if she was laughing or crying. So guys, that particular scene, you know, jig at all. I'm like, no, Dorathy, you need to you need to learn to handle your facial expressions. If you want to make a career out of acting, you need to learn to handle your facial expression, because this face you are doing that is like, guys, I didn't understand. And yeah, we had Diane. So guys, once again, I'm going to be as frank as possible. Diane, even though she's already a movie producer in her own right, I do not think she actually interpreted her role to perfection in Brotherhood the movie. I think these people, if for real they want to make a career in acting, they need to learn how to, you know, fully manage their facial expressions. I felt like Diane's character was really flat, and even though she was given a minor character, of course, I felt like her facial expressions were kind of flat, just like Dorathy's. I felt like even her tone and her mood as well, you know, when reading her lines, guys, I felt like it just came off as off and flat. They need to learn expression in their facial expression and also in their delivery, in their dialogue. That's what I have to say about Diana. Now moving on to the last but not the least person, Boma. All I have to say for Boma is this. Boma was spot on. You see all that bragging. I was acting in the US before I got to Nigeria, man. I was acting, man. Yes, Boma, take your flowers. Boma, take all your accolades. No, Boma did not disappoint. The character he was given, guys, it suited his personality to perfection. He interpreted that character to perfection. I loved it. Boma did amazing. He did great. I have no complaints whatsoever. He did great. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. I did not intend to make this video too lengthy. Yes, I just thought I should give you guys my juicy highlights from Brotherhood, the movie. So here's me highly recommending the movie to every single one of you that's yet to view the movie. The movie is not yet available on Showmax or even on Netflix, but I am hoping that very soon that the movie is on those platforms or any other, you know, streaming platform that we can have access to. But for now, I think the movie is available in cinemas nationwide. I am not sure, but I actually watched the movie in the cinema. So ladies and gentlemen, I urge you all to go ahead and watch Brotherhood the movie, and also go ahead and let me know your thoughts about the movie in the comment section below. Do you have any highlights? Do you have any complaints whatsoever? Just share your thoughts with me in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija. Do have an amazing day. Bye.